Hey man, where are you going? There's a big market here in Ocre.
I know, but it's already full. I look for another place.
Okay, good luck.
Big celebration today. The castle will be full of people.
Hi, and welcome to your journey back in time. Today, you will experience a true medieval day in the 40th century. We are at the foot of the Angevin fortress of Ocre, in the province of L'Aquila, in its final phase of construction. You will literally immerse yourself in the faces, smells, gestures of a world that no longer exists. I will be your guide, and I will try to give you an idea of what life was like within these walls, in this valley. You should know that the unification of Abruzzo as we know it today occurred under Norman rule. Anfuso, son of Ruggiero II, reached the Tronto River and united the great plateaus with the Tavoliere delle Puglie. Here he built a castle inspired by the ancient motta and bailey of Normandy. The first mention of a fiefdom in Ocre appears in the Catalogus Baronum, and the first mention of a castrum from the said period appears in a papal bull used by Pope Alexander III under the name Castrum Cassari. Since its founding, the strategic and military importance of Ocre Castle has been evident, as it stands on a cliff overlooking the Aterno Valley and its Roman-era road network. There, where we are climbing, stood the High Noble Court, which included the donjon, the Lord's Palace, and several wooden houses for his personal guard. Donjon, keep that name in mind, because later I'll show you its exact location and what it looked like today in the 14th century. That structure you see in the rocks above right is what remains of the apse of ancient Norman church, whose ruins I'll show you later, and you will be amazed. In place of these mighty walls, there was a wooden fence to protect the donjon, and therefore the Norman lord. Then, further up, where I'll show you, was the motta, the watchtower, and further down the lower court, or ballium, the ancestor of the village. The military garrisons and civilians lived there. You see them when we climb the tower.
5 white boars by himself in a short time, right in the floors below.
Here we are. This one you see on your right was one of the fortress's stables. And there, opposite, the blacksmith and his assistant in the forge, showing horses and sharpening swords. In this case, however, it's a special sword, the one that belonged to Gualtieri, court councillor and heir of the Counts of Albe, owners of fiefdom of Ocre since the Norman conquest.
Hey Pietro, I advise you, do a good job. That's Count Gualtieri's sword. The
Hey
counselor.
man, I always do a good job.
Oh,
You know that.
sure, sorry. You are right, buddy.
And this is one of the fortress' 8 watchtowers. Come on, let's go. The stairs are a bit tiring. Let's say I'll give you a ride in my virtual elevator. If you're afraid of heights, don't look down. There, exactly, just like I say, no? Here we are at the top of the tower. Now we'll go a little higher, but don't worry, you're actually pretty steady in your chair. From here you can see the southwestern part of the valley, and what you see down there is the ancient ballium, abandoned at the end of the 30th century, which transformed the entire settlement into what we see today. That tower you see up there, however, is located more or less where, until the end of the 13th century, the only Norman and Swabian watchtower stood, the motta. Hence the Norman name Motta and Bailey. Come on, Now let's go down. We still have so much to see.